Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so this is a quick follow-up. Oh, sorry, I see the mic there going nuts. This is a super quick follow-up to the zeroing 30 billion player. Okay, so there's a couple of things that happened in that video that was interesting to know, and mistakes that you can avoid by taking some advice here. Okay, now in the last video you saw that we used, I'll just show you really quickly. I have one of these made as well. Hold on, let me show you. So the new core, where is it? Inventory. These pieces here, see those things here? These with the little trident symbol above them. That little thing there. Okay, see the other one? The pants. That core is brutal. Okay, absolutely brutal. That is the newest core that is out right now, as far as I know, for infantry. And from my research that I've done, of course, and looking at other channels that have also posted about the core, that's between 4,000 to 6,000% attack on your troops, which is just staggering. Okay, so let's take a quick look at the report. Now, from what my alliance members have been telling me, we were 2 rallies too late. Okay, so I don't think this guy only had a tier 4 build, but from what I understand, he had a very heavy tier 4 build with very little tier 3. First and foremost, why you shouldn't only build tier 4. Okay, take a look at the rally. So now, yes, we used an expensive core to hit this guy, but take a look here. 108 million in terms of power exchange, which is negligible. I mean, for this example, it'll make sense. Sorry guys, got a bit of gas here. So we killed an extra, basically 650,000 more tier 4 than he killed us. And if you see here, he was obviously offline. He thought he was untouchable. And we had the attack boost and boosts here. Okay? And I mean, if you look at the list of what he has here, he has quite a bit. Let's go into the details. So, like I mentioned in the other video, we knew going into this we were going to lose the first full rally. Okay, number 1. Okay, this is basically a torpedo. But take a look here. Okay. 220,000 tanks survived out of 5 million. Half his tier 4 tanks are gone. Okay? Then look at the delta kills. Now this is just with Guardians. This was our full focused infantry attack. And look at the, I mean, it's not a whole lot compared to tanks. Obviously Guardians are really strong versus armored, but I mean still, that's pretty significant. And look at the bombers. So there's almost 3 million of the armors that were killed right away. And of course, the advanced paratroops are very strong, but still, that's 450. Was it was 360? Okay, there's 380,000, 389,000 deltas and paratroopers that are gone, with the addition of the traps. All his traps disappeared too in that hyena fest. Take a look at this. Even the reinforcements got killed on the bottom here. Rally number 2. Which we'll take a look at right now. Where is it? Right. In this one, we won the rally. Now, he had, of total troops, 5.6 million. You would think, if you attack with 3 million tier 4 against 5 million, you know, tier 4, with a guy who has his research maxed, like this guy, I'll show you really quickly after this video, is around 31 billion base power, so power that can't be destroyed. He probably has all combat maxed, definitely. Mod research, probably maxed, or close to it. Set bonus, and he's probably really far down the buildings research as well. So this is a really good test at just how fucking strong this core is. Now let's take a gander down here. For this one, I sent some demos. So it's Guardians, 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 Guardians. And then you hear me. Look at this. 500,000 and survives 24. Obviously, the reason why I sent the demos is to kind of spread out the damage a little more, but I took the brunt of the hit on this one. As you can see, the Guardians were more focused in here, but there was more specialty troops against infantry in this one, and we still absolutely obliterated them. So, I mean, look at this. Tanks, gone. Rocket artillery, which is useless. Don't train artillery. Oh my god, do not train artillery. The deltas, basically gone. Paratroopers, for the most part, still gone. And that's with a march that's weak against them, right? After this particular rally, people were single attacking them to take out their deltas, and then you saw the hyena fest. That's not the point. So let's jump in really quickly. Why you shouldn't build a pure Tier 4 army. Now, there's definitely times when you want a Tier 4 army. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to say it's totally bad. I'm just saying for 98% of players, it's not good. Let's go into my training grounds for a second. Okay? Now, in the 2 rallies that we were involved in, we almost killed 12 million Tier 4. Now, it doesn't matter which Tier 4 we choose. Let's just, for instance, just use tanks for an example. Okay, so 3 million here. 3.1. So that's 3 billion resources each, right? You gotta think about this for a second. Every hit he takes is really expensive to replenish. I mean, if you look at the difference between 3 million tanks in terms of resources, I know a lot of you guys know this, but just to touch on it a bit, versus 3 million Tier 3. I mean, take a look. It's 350 million iron, 470 million stone, compared to 3 billion stone. And, I mean, you can read the rest of the stats there. Yes, Tier 4 armies alone are really strong. But unless you're the Mac Daddy type that can really, or the Sugar Mama, whatever you are, if you're the kind of person that can fuel a Tier 4 pure army with your wallet, by all means go for it. You're not going to get really burnt. You're going to cap commanders. But for 98% of the Mobile Strike player base, this is just not sustainable. And it's a mistake you have to avoid. Okay? For him to replenish that, okay, when we hit the rally first, so we'll just shove in here really quickly. When we hit the rally first, there was 12 million Tier 4 that we had to eliminate. Now, we didn't get all of them for our kills, but they're all gone. He's zeroed. He's fucked. Right now, I think the packs are about 10 billion for the $100 packs, if I'm not mistaken. Let's take a quick look here. Okay, so limited time, OP. Let's take a quick look. Let's just take a look at the resources you get here. Okay, so you're right now at current time, which is October 30th, 2016, you are getting about 20 billion of each resource, roughly, plus the packs and some of the things that come with extra. But for now, let's just use this topic section here for an example. So when this gentleman has to buy a pack, most of this goes back into replacing that Tier 4 army that he just lost, which sucks. Because from what I've heard, to max out bonus mods level 10, okay, you're looking at 30 billion resources each. 30 billion resources each to get it to the max level. Now, when he buys his few packs, that's one pack alone just to replace the army he just lost by thinking he was 30 billion and can't be touched. Core is no joke, guys. Core is no joke. Don't mess with it. It is strong, and if the research is on top and you're only Tier 4 and you think you're untouchable and someone catches you, in gear or out of gear. This guy was in full wolf gear when we hit him, and we absolutely obliterated him. Okay? Kill this guy. Now, my build, as of current date, you see I have 383 million troops. Okay, let's just say 385 just to be keep it easy. But you see my troops here. There's 180 million each of regular, not each, sorry. There's 180 million troops for my regular tier 3 alone that protects each troop type here. Okay? The way I play the account, or the way I play Mobile Strike, I don't make a crap ton of money. I really don't. But for the money that's on here, I only train my tier 3 as needed. Usually at this point in time in the game, the tier 3 only serves to protect the tier 4. And even though I use tier 3 when I'm attacking sometimes, usually tier... Oops, sorry guys, let me just jump right back into Mobile Strike. I gotta go through the ads and stuff again. But I have the maximum rally amount per troop to cover a rally when I'm attacked. Now right now I'm a little bit too big to get attacked. But if I go without my commander, that's a different story. Now, I've kept commanders without them earlier. Now, you see my troops here? Let's go down to advanced. It's the same thing, okay? I have 180 million of my advanced troops to protect my fighters. I only build tier 4 as needed. So if I know we're going to be going for the CP, I'll add a bunch of tier 4, and then I'll go in from there. But you'll see that each tier 4 type covers more, a little bit more, than what the full rally capacity is at the game at the moment. So I know I can kill the troops, and the sheer amount of power troops that I have can spread the damage right across all troops, and you're good to go. Now, a few nights ago, I think this was maybe about a week ago. Let me see if I can find it. I think his name was Z1, or is it 2? Okay. This was before I actually had advanced combat unlocked, okay? Not even research, before I had it unlocked. I went regular troops from the beginning of the game up till about a week ago. Just took a sip of my beer, guys. Give me a second. Okay, now I never had a commander, and these guys hit me with a full advanced rally. And this was with 180. This was when I still had the 60 million each tier 3. I think I had 3.2 each tier 4. So let's just say 10 million tier 4, just to make this easy. So I had 190 million troops. They had troop attack and troop health, and I only had troop health. Okay? Now, they only killed 1.5 million tier 3, and they had this thing boosted. And just take a look here at the difference. Paratrooper, toast, 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 toast. Everything's toast. And your forces, Guardians was 22,000. Okay, I had a little bit of Guardians. This is when I just started the research. So take a look at it. 3 million Delta, 3 million tanks, 3 million demolitions, and a little bit of bombers. Rangers were 56 million at the time. Lav was 56, 55, so roughly around 58 million each. And that's without a commander. And I did have reinforcements, don't get me wrong. Like, it's not just pure myself. But still. Now think about this for a second. If you're looking at the game, okay, like you're running a business, the cost to... If you're looking at opportunity cost, okay, think about this. Let's say you fall asleep, you go out drinking one night, you're in research gear, some motherfucker sees you, and they want to zero you. I mean, even if you're caught out of gear with this kind of troops, don't get me wrong, my regular research was maxed, and right now my advanced research is almost maxed. I just need level 20 on health and defense, and I'm good. That's 180 million of each troop type, like regular troops, right, and advanced troops, they have to go through. Okay? That's a shit ton of troops to go through to kill my valuable, you know, tier 3s, or sorry, tier 4s. If they want to just zero me for the sake of zeroing me at this point in the game, by all means, go for it. The amount of tier 4 they're going to lose to get my commander is substantial. And right now, I'm not even in training gear. Take a look at what I can train with the 15,000% boost or the 1,500% boosts, right? 3,000. Let's shove on my training gear really quickly and just see how many I can get. And this is without my own boost. This is just with the mobile strike boosts, and that's it at the moment. Let me just shove this on really quickly so you can see it. Where's my training boots? One thing I hate too with all this gear, like sometimes I identify the gear by the mods that are on it. Here we go. And the other ones are easy. Those like little wrist pads, which is pretty cool. Oops, don't unequip. Where are you, little fuckers? There you go. Apparently, cursing on YouTube makes your ratings go down, so I'm going to try not curse for the rest of this video. Okay, set bonus activated. My training troops are on. Now let's take a look at how many troops. Well, it doesn't matter. Same thing. So 5.5 million at one shot. Now look at this for a second. That's less than 1 billion resources. It's still expensive. Don't get me wrong. It's not cheap, the train that I'm on troops. But look at it. Less than 1 billion. And we'll just do the same thing. 5 billion. So, I mean, if you just did the quick math, I mean, 60 million tier 3, which spreads the damage and does great damage in defense, compared to 12 million tier 4s is going to be significant, right? So if you're going to be spending money in the game, you want to protect your investment a little bit. Now, if you look at my power, it's about 13 billion, right? 13.2 billion. I'm a little too high to get attacked in regular gear. Maybe core will burn me without a commander. I don't know. I've been pestering everyone in my state to rally me without a commander with core just to test it, to see can my troop build right now stand up to core. In gear, I don't know because I haven't tested it. Right? I don't know until I test it. But currently, I'm guessing if I'm in full defense gear or any gear at all, I'm guessing even with core, I can't burn. Maybe I can. I don't know yet because no one's hit me since I took that commanderless. Now let's see if that hero guy is still there. Look at his base power, 31 billion. Okay, look at that. The amount of research that he has done is just absurd. And we still absolutely slaughtered him with core. So guys, the main takeaway from the video is, unless you are wealthy, okay, like you can easily drop $2,000 or $3,000 on this game, the same as the common folk can drop on those $20 resource packs. There's no point in having a tier 4 army. But if you're going to be spending a couple of packs, I mean, you do need a few packs to have a lot of fun in this game, and it is a lot of fun, don't get me wrong. You got to protect that investment. Now, I used to be a trap base with tier 2. I wasn't really good at it. It can work. I've seen it work. We've hit bases that have just eaten our rallies but still burnt. But I can't really comment on the tier troop build. For me, I'm pretty well rounded, so I like to keep my troops tier 3 even all across the board. So yeah, so I'm going to be testing a few things during the next kill event, and we're going to be checking that out. Alright guys, so if you notice on my channel, I've released all my videos all at once. I'm not going to be doing too much in terms of this like every day. I won't be doing content every single day, but I'll try to get in at least 1 or 2 rallies a week. My main goal here is just to kind of share my insights with this game. It's a lot of fun. It really is, and I'm after meeting a lot of really cool people through this game. And we got a couple of line chats going, which is pretty sweet as well. So guys, this is my first time I'm going to say this on a video. If you liked it, click on the like button, because it share within the community is really good. Especially I see a lot of videos from the European states and the US states. I haven't really seen anything from the Asian states. So ATSO is where I'm located right now. This is primarily a Japanese and Korean server. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. You get to see the play style of some of the on the other side of the pond, so to speak, and the wonders here. So guys, that's all I'm gonna have for now. Thanks for tuning in, and really appreciate it. And most importantly, happy Halloween. Peace out, guys.